Hari Om, dear students. Welcome to our online session. In today's session, we are going to discuss about a lesson by title The Thief's Story, and it is the second lesson in our supplementary reader. I have divided this lesson into two parts, and now we are going to deal with the first part, The Thief's Story, Part 1. Yeah, as it is mentioned in the title itself, you all might be knowing that very well, that today in this chapter we are going to discuss about a thief. Okay? Yeah, let us start. This story is written by Ruskin Bond. And you can see the picture of Ruskin Bond here. He is a author, the author of The Thief's Story. And he was born on 19th May 1934, and he is also an Indian author of British descent. He lives with his adopted family in Landour, Missouri in India. The Indian Council for Child Education has recognized his role in the growth of children's literature in India. So this is about Ruskin Bond. He is our author. Let us start the lesson, children. I was still a thief when I met Anil, and though only 15, I was an experienced and fairly successful hand. So in this story, children, we are going to discuss about a boy who is of hardly 15 years. Okay, what is his age, children? 15 years, and he was a thief. Okay, at the age of 15 itself he had become a thief, and he is saying that though he is only 15, he was an experienced and fairly successful hand. That means he is very good at the profession of theft. That means he is very what do we call, experienced thief. He himself, he is saying that when I met Anil, I was 15 years old and I was still a thief. Though I was 15, but I am an experienced and successful thief, successful hand, in the sense whenever or wherever I go for robbery, no one can catch me. So in that way, the boy of 15 years, he's saying that he was still thief when he had gone to meet Anil. Okay, children. And when this boy went to Anil to meet him, Anil was watching a wrestling match when I approached him. So when the boy approached in the sense when the boy had gone to meet him, Anil was watching a wrestling match. See, here I have given you the picture of a wrestling match. So Anil was watching wrestling match, and he was about 25, a tall and lean fellow. He looked easygoing, kind, and simple enough for my purpose. So when this boy, when he had seen Anil, he is just looking at his appearance and he is analyzing something. So he was saying within himself that probably Anil was hardly 25 years. He is a tall and lean fellow, and also he looked easygoing, like not a very tough person or a hard person or a very arrogant or cruel. This Anil, he looked very easygoing, kind, and simple, and he also thought that he will be very good enough for his own purpose. Let us see what is his own purpose here, the boy's purpose. I hadn't had much luck of late and thought I might be able to get into the young man's confidence. So he thought that the boy of 15 years age, he thought that he was not out of his luck. Probably he can get into the young man's confidence. That means he wanted to gain the young man's confidence. See here, I hadn't had much luck of late and thought I might be able to get into the young man's confidence. Like he wanted to be very confident and do something. Let us see what he is going to do it. And the boy started speaking with Anil here, and he started saying that you look a bit of a wrestler yourself. I said, a little flattering helps in making friends as children. Whenever you wanted to make some friendship with an unknown person, what do you do? Immediately you start flattering. What do you mean by flatter? Flattering, it is nothing but praising someone. Okay, so here he started saying that you look a bit of wrestler yourself. As this Anil was watching wrestling match, the boy thought that he's very interested in wrestling, and he said that you yourself look like a wrestler, because he thought that definitely flattery will be helping in making friends. And then, so do you? He replied, which put me off for a moment because at that time I was rather thin. Well, I said modestly, I do wrestle a bit. What's your name? So here, when the boy said that you look like a wrestler, so immediately Anil said that. So do you? Immediately, okay. Do you look like that? Do you look like a wrestler? Anil asked. And immediately he said that he was thinking because he was very thin. The boy for 15 years here, he was very thin. Okay, put me off for a moment because at that time I was rather thin. So when Anil said that, yeah, so do you? That means, are you looking like a wrestler? But the boy got into confusion because he was very thin at that time, and he said, well, yes, probably. And I do wrestle a bit. Very rarely I wrestle, he said. Okay. And then Anil asked, what's your name? Anil asked the boy of 15 years, a thief, isn't it? So Anil asked him, what is your name? Hari Singh. I lied. I took a new name every month. That kept me ahead of the police and my former employers. So when Anil asked the boy, the thief, what is your name? Immediately the boy, the thief said that Hari Singh. And he was saying that I lied. That means it is not the real name of the boy. He lied that his name is Hari Singh because every month he takes a new name. For every month he will be changing his name because that will help him to keep away the police and as well as his former employer. See, that kept me ahead of the police and my former employers. Ahead in the sense far before. So when they're following, just see here, when police are following, it is easy to identify a thief when they have the same regular name, isn't it? So that's why as he wanted to hide his identity from the police and as well as his farmer in the sense, see here, it is not F-A-R-M-E-R, Nana, it is F-O-R-M-E-R, former. That means the previous employers where he had worked. So these people should not identify him as his thief. He might have robbed something from there and he might have committed theft. So every time, every month, he will be changing his name to keep off his identity from the police and as well as the previous employers. Okay? Yeah. After this introduction, Anil talked about the well-oiled wrestlers who were grunting, lifting and throwing each other about. I didn't have much to say. Anil walked away. I followed casually. So when the casual introduction was done, like Anil and as well as here the boy by name, which he had said Hari Singh, when both of them have introduced themselves, Anil started talking about wrestling match. As he was watching wrestling match at that time, Anil started talking about wrestlers, how they will be oiled, well oiled wrestlers, like no, they will apply oil all over the body, and who were grunting and lifting, grunting in the sense shouting a lot and lifting the people and throwing. That is the way. No, you too might have watched the wrestling match, isn't it? They'll be throwing each other. But when he's saying all these things, Hari Singh, he didn't say anything. He didn't have even much to say. He don't know anything about wrestling match. So Anil, he walked away, and Hari Singh followed him very casually. Hello again, he said. He in the sense here, children, Anil. So he said, hello again. And then I gave him my most appealing smile. That means Hari Singh, he smiled very pleasantly with Anil here. And I want to work for you, I said. But I can't pay you, he said. So here Hari Singh said that I want to work for you. I need some job. I will work for you, he said. And immediately Anil said that, but I can't pay you. I don't have any money and I can't pay you, he said. And I thought that over for a minute, perhaps I had misjudged my man. I asked, can you feed me? Can you cook? I can cook. I lied again. So when Anil said that I can't pay you, immediately Hari Singh thought that for a minute, and he was thinking within himself that he had misjudged his man. That means he had come here to rob something, isn't it? So when a man, when he didn't have anything to give some salary, how can he be having a lot of money or some valuable things to rob? So immediately he thought that he had misjudged his man, and again he asked, can you feed me at least? Okay, if you don't have money, no need of giving me salary, no need of paying me, but can you feed me? He asked. And immediately Anil said that, can you cook? And Hari Singh, again he lied, yeah, I can cook, he said. And Anil said that if you can cook, then maybe I can feed you. So if you cook the food and do the things, I may feed you. I can feed you, Anil said. So with this, Hari Singh here, he had agreed to cook food in Anil's house, though he don't know cooking. Okay, children? Yeah. He took me to his room over the Jumna sweet shop and told me I could sleep on the balcony. So immediately when our boy of 15 years who had disguised himself as a Hari Singh, when he had agreed to cook food, immediately Anil took him to Anil's room over Jumna sweet shop. So Anil's house was just above this Jumna's sweet shop, and Anil told that he could sleep on the balcony. He told Hari Singh that Hari Singh can sleep in the balcony. But the meal I cooked that night must have been terrible because Anil gave it to a stray dog and told me to be off. So That night when our boy Hari Singh, when he cooked food, immediately this Anil, he couldn't eat. See the expression of the boy here, who is very like no, he couldn't eat the food because of its different taste. So immediately this Anil, he gave that food to a stray dog. Stray dog in the sense street dogs here, and he told Hari Singh to go away. That means he told me to be off in the sense. Anil told Hari Singh to go away. But I just hung around, smiling in my most appealing way, and he couldn't help laughing. So, though Anil said him to go away, he didn't go. Hari Singh didn't go. He just stood there and he was moving here and there and around, and he was smiling in his most appealing way. And immediately Anil started laughing. Later, he patted me on the head and said, "Never mind, he would teach me to cook." So, when finally Anil understood that Hari Singh, he don't know how to cook, immediately Anil, he patted in the sense giving a kind of a small, what do we call, just beating or touching on the shouldering kind of an encouragement. So, he patted on Hari Singh and he said, "Don't mind, I will teach you how to cook." And also, he also taught me to write my name and said he would soon teach me to write whole sentences and to add numbers. So here you see the boy is struggling hard to write here. So Anil said that I will teach you how to cook, and not only that, he also taught him and he also taught Hari Singh how to write his name, and as well as he said that he will teach him how to write whole sentences, that is big sentences, and how to add numbers. In that way Anil wanted to teach the boy a lot, because he is very young boy, hardly 15 years. If he don't know how to read and write, how can he sustain in the society, isn't it? So Anil thought to teach him everything. And I was grateful. I knew that once I could write like an educated man, there would be no limit to what I could achieve. So he was very happy and he was very grateful to Anil, and he is thinking that definitely if he know how to write and all, and when he writes, see, I knew that once I could write like an educated man. So he's thinking of himself. So I know that one or the other day I'll be writing like an educated man, and there would be no limits in my achievements. Like no, I will achieve more and more in this society. He was saying. Who was saying here? Hari Singh was saying. The boy of 15 years. Who is he actually? He's a thief, isn't it? Yeah. It was quite pleasant working for Anil. So he felt very happy for working with Anil, and he is working for Anil, like making food and everything for Anil. And I made the tea in the morning and then would take my time buying the day supplies, usually making a profit of about a rupee a day. So in the morning after making tea, this boy, he used to go to the market and buy the day supplies. That means whatever they need to have some groceries. Generally we need to have some groceries for cooking food and all, isn't it, children? So after giving the tea in the morning, it was the time for him to go and buy some the groceries or the day supplies, in the sense nothing but the groceries or veggies or fruits, okay, whatever. And when he is buying all these things, usually he used to make a profit of 1 rupee. So how much? 1 rupee he used to make a profit for one day. Okay, so whenever he goes to market to buy all those things, definitely he used to make 1 rupee profit out of all. Like, no, let us say when he is buying for 100 rupees or something else, immediately he used to save 1 rupee for himself. So every day he used to do that. See, usually making a profit of a rupee a day. For one day, 1 rupee he used to save. And I think he knew I made a little money this way, but he did not seem to mind. That means here, Anil also, he might be knowing about how here he is saving the money. That means here our boy who is a thief, he is saving the money, isn't it? And probably this Anil also might be knowing that this boy is making money. Okay, see here how the boy is making the money, like almost he is saving a day a rupee. So in this way the boy was very happy that one day 1 rupee he is saving. And Anil was also not very particular about that, as he might be knowing that the boy was making money out of these groceries and other things. Anil made money by fits and starts. He would borrow 1 week and lend the next. He kept worrying about his next check, but as soon as it arrived, he would go out and celebrate. It seems he wrote for magazines, a queer way to make a living. So here Anil he used to earn money by fits and starts, in the sense a kind of a work what he used to do, and here he used to borrow 1 week and lend next week. That means lend in the sense give children. So 1 week he used to have lot of money so that he used to give to others, and sometimes he used to borrow. So he would borrow 1 week and lend the next week. That means he used to take from people 1 week the amount and he used to give. In this way his what do we call financial position was with ups and downs, and he kept worrying about his next check, when it will be coming, whether the next check will be coming and whether he is going to get money or not, because he used to write for magazines. Okay, so if let us say if the check comes, he used to celebrate it. See, see here, he kept worrying about his next check, but as soon as it arrived, he would go out and celebrate. The moment the check comes, he would go out and celebrate, but he never used to save something. And it seemed he used to write for magazines and he used to make money. So in this way, his financial position was totally in ups and downs. One day he used to borrow from others, and the other week he used to give, and he used to write for magazines and earn money. And always he used to worry about the check, whether the check will be coming from the magazine people or not. Suddenly, if it comes, no, he used to celebrate it. Okay, that means he never used to save money. One evening, he came home with a small bundle of notes, saying he had just sold a book to a publisher. At night, I saw him tuck the money under the mattress. So one evening, Anil he came home with a small bundle of notes. You can see the money notes here. So he came home with a lot of a bundle of notes, with a bunch of a money bundle of notes, and he said that he had sold a book to a publisher. So as he had sold a book to a publisher, the publisher had given a lot of amount to him. So he bought that money to home, and at night our boy Hari Singh, the thief, he saw Anil tuck the money under the mattress. That means keeping the money under the mattress. Mattress is nothing but a bed. So you can imagine Anil here, he is putting the money under the bed. So our Hari Singh, he saw Anil keeping that bundle of notes under the mattress. I had been working for Anil for almost a month, and apart from cheating on shopping, had not done anything in my line of work. So here our Hari Singh, a boy of 15 years, he had been working for Anil. That means he's staying in Anil's house and he had been cooking for Anil for almost 1 month. But he didn't do any kind of robbery except cheating on the shopping. Like whenever he used to go for shopping, he used to save 1 rupee. So per day 1 rupee he used to save, isn't it? So except that, he hadn't done anything in his line of work. What is his line of work? Nothing but robbery, isn't it? So he didn't rob anything, but he used to save some kind of like 1 rupee a day during shopping. Except that, he didn't do anything. And I had ever I had every opportunity for doing so. It is not that he didn't have any opportunity to do such kind of a robbery or something, but he was always having many opportunities for doing all the things whatever he want, because Anil had given him a key to the door so that I could come and go as I please. So Anil, he gave the key of the house to the boy here, so that whenever he wanted to go, he can go, and whenever he wanted to come, he can come according to his own convenience. So in that way, he was very comfortable, and moreover he had many opportunities to do whatever he wanted, but he didn't do anything of his line of work, that is of robbing something. He didn't, except making a money of 1 rupee per day, like cheating on a shopping, getting a groceries or veggies or something else. Okay. And he was the most trusting person I had ever met. Why he couldn't do all these things in Anil's house is, why he couldn't rob in Anil's house is, he felt that, the boy felt that Anil was the most trusting person which he had ever met. He didn't meet a person like Anil earlier in his life. That's why he couldn't rob in Anil's house, though he had a key in his hand. And that is why it was so difficult to rob him. So as here the boy is feeling that Anil was the most trusting man and he trusted the boy a lot. That is why he couldn't rob Anil. And it's easy to rob a greedy man because he can afford to be robbed. But it's difficult to rob a careless man. Sometimes he doesn't even notice he is being robbed, and that takes all the pleasure out of the work. So here the boy is saying that, Hari Singh, it is easy to rob a greedy man because he can afford to be robbed. That means we can rob him because he is very greedy or cunning, and it is good to rob. Okay, they can rob. He is saying here, the boy is saying that it is easy to rob a greedy man, but it is difficult to rob a careless man, because sometimes a man whom they had robbed, he might have even not noticed that he had been robbed. Let us say a robber or a thief came and he robbed something in the home, and he took away some valuable things in the home. This careless man, he might even not notice that some things were being taken away by the robbers or the thieves, isn't it? So when they don't notice, no, it will take away all the pleasure of the work here. The boy is saying that if These careless people, if they don't look or notice at the missing things, that will take away all the pleasure of the work. So in this way, the boy is thinking that it is easy to rob greedy man, but it is very difficult to rob careless man. And well, it's time I did some real work. I told myself I'm out of practice, and if I don't take the money, he will only waste it on his friends. After all, he doesn't even pay me. So finally, here the boy is thinking that okay, finally, it is the time that I should do my real work. What is the real work here? Robbing, isn't it? So what was the work what he is doing now? Cooking, isn't it? So actual work is robbing. The real work is robbing. But now he is cooking for Anil in his home. So finally he thought to himself that now the time has come to do his real work. He told to himself, and he's also said that he's out of practice. All this 1 month he didn't rob anything and he is out of practice. And also he said that if I don't take money, he will waste the money on his friends and he don't even pay me. Pay me in the sense giving salary. Okay. So if I don't take the money which was kept under the mattresses by Anil, if I don't take the money, what will happen? The next day, happily he will spend it on his friends and he don't even give me salary. He don't even pay me. Pay me in the sense giving salary. So finally he had decided to rob the money which was kept under the mattresses by Anil. So in that way, this boy, he was thinking for a while like how to rob and what to, like whether to rob or not. He just thought for a long time and finally he decided that no, I should rob, because if I don't take the money will be spent simply on his friends and Anil is not going to give me salary or he is not going to pay me anything. So he had decided to do his real work. Okay, that is nothing but robbing the money which was kept under the mattresses by Anil. So yeah. Finally, the boy of 15 years age, who was a thief, who just named himself as a Hari Singh, had finally decided to rob Anil, the money especially which he had kept under the mattresses. So with this we have ended this part, children. The next part of the lesson will be coming in the next video. And hope you have understood this story. If you have any doubts, please contact us so that we will clarify your doubts. Hari Om. Thank you.